Okay, well I'm back out here in the 1486 with the 2-row, wide row ear corn picker, 38-inch rows picking 30-inch rows of ear corn. Got the wagon hooked up back there. Only got about 11 rows left to do. That should all fit on this wagon. Should be a decent sized wagon load. Hopefully we're gonna finish up ear corn harvest today, middle of February. But you can't beat the free storage that the field offers. And we have the convenience that a lot of people don't have. We have trees all around. They kind of border the fields, so we don't have to worry near as much about the wind damage blowing them over, because these stalks are still standing up all pretty good. Haven't really taken any loss from them laying down. I'm sure the critters have eaten a little bit, but got free storage out in the field. So I'm gonna throw this sucker in gear and get to picking. Alright, I don't know if you guys can tell how much farther apart these rows are that I'm on. Obviously not the one I'm running over, that's already picked. But the next two over, they're lining up pretty good. That's where the planter, the end of the planter is. So it's a little bit wider. Planter marker wasn't perfectly on, but it makes it nice for picking these. It's probably about 38 inches because it's going right in there. If I can stay on the row right while watching, filming, and where I'm going. But you can see it's picking good. It's really dry, so it's kind of bunching some dry stalk up on top of the conveyor in there, in the head. No big deal. But getting it picked. Probably got a half a wagon load. Well, that's not good. I sank last time coming across, but I was able to drive out. I mean, you can see it sank in, but it just drove right up out. I just had to keep going straight. Apparently it got wetter. I shut the PTO off, obviously. I'm gonna see if I can wiggle that out of there. I kind of threw some mud up on it. But I guess let's see how this goes. Or if I have to make that call to Dad and say, hey, can you come pull me out? But I'm gonna try to get out. Let's see. Preferably without making it any worse. That wasn't so bad. It's just sloppy. There's a solid bottom there. I actually don't think I was sinking quite as much on this side as that side. Feels firm over here. There's only 3 rows left, but there's water over here. I might skip the first 20 feet of this row, or these 2 rows. Just swing in, miss just a tiny bit of corn, but beat getting stuck. See, anywhere past the end 40 feet of that end is fine, but that end is sticky. Sticky mud. Threw a big chunk there, got my back window. But this end's going good. There's only 1 row left after this. I think I can make it back. This end will be fine. Probably get about 3/4 of a wagon load. This is the last row. Literally just 1 row. That other row's already picked. I know the ear corn picker kind of stands the stalks back up, but it doesn't lay them down like a corn head. But last row of the 2022 crop. Looks like the ear corn picker made it through another year. Picking all the ear corn we need for the cattle for a full year. But it's going good. All I gotta do is make it to where those wagons are down there. It's also where the mud is, but I think I'll make it. Sometimes you just gotta send it, right? I know I'm gonna probably get a lot of hate for that. Intentionally going through the mud, but I kind of just want to get the last little bit of crop strip out of here. If I knock a little bit down or something, I guess the cows will clean it up when we run them out here, but we're gonna try to get it all. That might have been a mistake. I didn't even make it as far as last time. Alright, got that shut off. We're gonna grab a higher gear for some speed. Tire speed, that is. time for plan B. Plan B is to ditch the wagon. Differential lock. I think we got it. Yeah, we're gonna knock that corn over, but we weren't getting it picked in this anyways. Alright. I'll bring you back when I go to get that wagon. Yeah, we threw a little bit of mud. Got the hitch. Here's something a few people ask about. Where do we find parts for that thing? Off of this thing. This is our old one. It's actually, ironically, a 30-inch row. So it would fit better down the rows. But it's got the small husking bed. And it's just completely worn out. You can see it's missing some parts that we've taken off of it. But it actually is just completely worn out. Probably has a lot more hours on it than that one. That one, I think, was parked for a long time before we got it. This one was obviously being used. I actually went and picked this one up as a parts one for this one, thinking that it was going to be junk from sitting, but it actually does pretty good. And then this one just, I think it had this chain down here for the clean grain, skipped a tooth and bent some stuff in there. I think that's what happened. Hard to remember, that was quite a few years ago. But it messed some stuff up that we didn't feel like fixing, and then we were using this one and it needed a part that was a lot easier to replace than that. So we just took it off, and then we've been doing the same thing for years. So same thing is like the gleaner combines. There's one. There's one there. There's one up in the woods over there. A couple more at the other farm. If you need parts, just buy parts machines. Sometimes it's cheaper, actually, the amount of good parts you get off of a machine than going to the actual dealer and just getting the one part you need every time you need a part. Also, with the supply chain the way it is, we have the parts readily available, so we're not down for any more time than it takes to take it off and put it back on. But I'm gonna go get the 856. It's got a little bit meatier tires. I'm gonna see if I can pull just that wagon out. I think it'll be all right. These tires are pretty worn down, and it was pulling the picker and the wagon. So I'll bring you back. All right, so I got the 856 hooked up. Let's see if it'll pull the wagon out. Hopefully. Did it. A lot easier than pulling the ear corn picker and the wagon full of corn. But that's the last of the corn for the 2022 crop. All we're gonna get out of the field. I mean, there's 40 feet of 2 rows left out there, but, or 3 rows, I guess. Not a big deal. Yep. I guess that'll wrap up harvest. I'm gonna take this bat up to the barnyard. We'll probably grind that tomorrow. But hope you guys enjoyed watching. That's all for the harvest videos for a while. Probably up until winter wheat this summer. But hope you guys enjoyed watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, drop a comment, and as always, have a good one.